Hey guys, Joel here, and welcome back to an episode. So today, it's time for another game that I want to talk about, and also why it took a while for the last video. For my next video, I should say, because I was really hooked to this game, and that is Shadow Hearts: The Covenant. I just call it Shadow Hearts 2. I never really liked that. Real quick, before I talk about the game, I never really liked a lot of these games that had like a sequel or whatever like that, and they never put a number. It's always, some word or whatever like that. I never liked it, especially when it comes to this series where there's the Shadow Hearts, which is one, Shadow Hearts Covenant, which is two, and Shadow Hearts New World or the New World is part three. Like really, like come on. So I don't like that. I mean, it is a cool name, but I think it should have been Shadow Hearts 2 Covenant. Something like that would have been cool, But it is what it is. But anyway, so yeah, so I got this game finally in the mail. What's it? This is not the official copy. These are what you call reproduction games, and in other words, simple terms, bootleg. So yeah, fake bootleg, whatever you guys want to call it, but I don't care. So yeah, so as long as I got it, it is expensive. I'm not spending that much money on these games right now, so it is what it is. And back, I'll show you guys again. So yeah, so I'm happy to finally have this in my collection, and also the reason why I push more to get it, like get it sooner, I should say, than later, is because after finishing the first one and I enjoyed it, I was like, you know what, time to continue on now and play the second one and everything like that. So yeah, so I beat the first one. I think it was last week or almost 2 weeks ago. I think it was, and even though I like the game, there's a couple of negatives that I found out as playing, like when I got to a certain point in the game and stuff like that. I didn't really like in the first one, and that is how like linear it is. I feel like it's really linear and everything like that. There's not really. There's some side quests you can do. There's a couple of places you can open up on the map, and like when you get to the later parts of the game, there's a couple of side quests I missed because I was supposed to get it in like some point in the game. I was supposed to do it first, but I had already passed that, so I couldn't do it again, which I don't like. I always hated that with JRPGs when certain side quests only lock to like certain points in the game, and if you pass that point, you can't do it again. You know, so I never liked that, and that's how the first one was, and everything like that. And also I didn't like how like small and like linear the towns were. It wasn't like really like, like nice big towns or whatever, like, or even medium sized towns or whatever like that to explore. They were all small and everything like that. So yeah, so that comes to my first negative. We're gonna go through the negatives first with this game. And the first one in part two is the same shit in the first one, is with the towns. They're very linear, like very, I don't really say linear, but it's very small. It's very small towns and everything like that. It's like there's not much exploring the towns. It's so small. It's like you just have like pretty much is like, let's say you have the map of the town or whatever like that. It's only that one section. There's not like a second like map that they created for the second part of the town or whatever like that. It's just one part of the town and that's it. I don't think so far since I've been playing, I don't think there's any like towns that have like two parts to it. It's just like one part that you're at and that's it, which I don't like at all. Like that's just super lazy to me, honestly. Especially when it comes to a JRPG, from the PS2 era and stuff like that. You would think that it wouldn't be like that because a lot of these games for the JRPGs from the PS2 era and the PS1 era, they had nice big towns to explore. They weren't super like small or linear or whatever like that, as opposed to JRPGs of today where a lot of these devs are super lazy now and they don't really give you much exploring in a lot of these towns, or whatever like that. Or you probably only have one town you can explore, and that's it. you know. So yeah, so I don't like that at all. Like the town's like very small and everything. There's only like one, like two. I say like just two max of like buildings you can go into, and that's it. Like, and then the rest of the buildings or whatever you see is just all like part of the scenery. You can't go in them or whatever like that. And I never like that. Always hate that in JRPGs. That, to me, that's just super lazy. If you're gonna make a small town like this, might as well like have a couple of buildings you're able to go into, not one or two. So I didn't like that at all. Like that to me, that was just terrible. And I'm used to big towns in JRPGs or medium towns. It doesn't have to be a giant city or whatever like that, like how it is in Pokemon Violet, whatever like that with a huge city and stuff like that. But at least in that game, it's like one big city, one medium-sized city, and the rest are like kind of like small in a way. But this game, they're like all small, and for the ones I've experienced so far that I've encountered, I should say, the ones I've been to, I mean, and everything like that. But the first one, all the towns I've been to, they're all the same size. There's no big city, no big towns, nothing like that. They're all small places that you go to. There's one area that you just explore in the town. And that's it, and you leave. You go back to the road map, which is same thing in this game. There's no road maps. That's another negative I don't like. Like I mean, there's a real map, but not what I'm talking about, the overall or whatever like that. So I don't like that. I really wish they would have had like an actual real map that you can explore and everything like that. Not just going and selecting, from point A to point B. Okay, I want to go to this town, or I want to go to this dungeon or this forest, whatever like that. You click on it, it takes you there. I don't like that. I wish it was like some sort of exploring, like when you like, running across like some open plains or like something like that at least. It doesn't even have to be like a real map, real map. Could be something similar to like how like the Suikoden series has done it, where same thing. You end up you just point to where you have to go, whatever like that. But at least it have like a big open plains or whatever like that you can cross, so you can get to the other side of the maps and stuff like that. At least something like that. But I like overalls. I love overalls and everything like that. And what's it? I know I can't really think on the top of my head like with JRPGs on the PS2, but on the PS1, I know there was a lot that had overalls and everything like that. And a lot comes to mind already. With just the saying the name, the PS1 is talking about it. I already can just like list a couple of JRPGs already that has big open worlds or whatever that you can explore. Star Ocean Second Story, and all the Final Fantasies, that's on the PS1 as well. 7, 8, and 9. Breath of Fire, 3 and 4. That's the only ones I can think of right now. That's pops in my head, but like how many that is, you know. So yeah, so I really wish it would have like had more of like those type of games. I'm pretty sure they do on the PS2, but I feel like on the PS1 is where they had a lot of those big open world games and stuff like that. But yeah, so I really wish they had like an actual map, and I really wish the towns was much bigger and everything like that. As for the negatives, yeah, then that was it. Yeah, well, so far because I'm still early in the game and everything like that. So now it's time to talk about the positives and everything I like about this game. You put over here, yeah, throw it over there. But yeah, so talk about all the positives and everything. Number one, I do like when it comes to like the fusions now that when you can transform onto all these different monsters or whatever. I do like that you're not limited to only three, like in the first one, where you have to like equip whichever soul you want to or whatever like that, and that's the only ones you can use in battle. So I do like you can use all of them. Every single soul that you get from the graveyard, you can just use it in the battle. You don't have to equip only three, and decide okay which one I want to use and everything like that. You have the option to just use whatever one you want to use in the battles and everything like that. So I do love that change a lot. I was definitely a welcome change because I really wish that you was able to use all the different souls you had in the first game instead of having to really think like, damn, which ones I want to use because I really want to use this one, but I really want to use this one too, so it's kind of hard to really choose. In this game, you have an option. You can use all of them, so it has more of that freedom or whatever like that, which I really like a lot when it comes to the fusions. Um, Second thing about the fusions as well that I really like, which is a great welcome to, is now instead of fighting the enemies, fighting the different souls or whatever in the graveyard to acquire them, you now have to like get soul points that you get in battles and everything like that. And when you accumulate a certain amount, then you can go to the graveyard and use those soul points in order to get the next fusions and stuff like that, which I really like. I actually prefer that over just fighting them and then acquiring them and everything like that. I like it this way. This way it seems to me is just a little bit more simple or whatever like that. And I like it much better like this and everything like that. So I do like that as well. That welcome change right there with the souls. I mean, when it comes to fusions and everything like that. Third thing is about the same thing with the fusions and everything like that. I do like also the soul points that you accumulate in the battles. You can actually level up each soul now. I do like that and everything like that. So you can put all those soul points into whatever your favorite, fusion is and whatever like that, and level them up and stuff like that, which is really cool. I don't know if I feel like you do, but I'm still like I said early in the game or whatever like that. But I feel like if at a certain level, for whatever soul you like focus on leveling up, they probably learn new moves because I know each fusion that I have so far only has two different special skills they can use and stuff like that. So I'm guessing when you as you level them up, they can learn new skills and everything like that, and of course increase their attack and defense and all the other stuff. So yes, I do like that. So that is a big positive right there. And I see they really went in and like pretty much like revamped the whole fusion system and everything in this game, or the harmonics or whatever the hell they call it and everything like that. So I do like that a lot. That definitely was a nice welcome change and everything like that. So yeah, so I do like that you can use all the fusions you get. You don't have to worry about finding them anymore in the graveyard. You use soul points, and also the same soul points that you accumulate the battles in the main battles, you can level them up as well. So I do love that. Really great. All the changes, I'm all for. I love them and everything like that. And what else? I'm already sweating a little bit. But yeah, not even that hot today, but it's crazy. This weather. I mean, this house. But what else with the positives? When it comes to the fusions. If there's any more with the fusions. No, that's about it with the fusions. The other positive I do like is it's a big one actually. I missed this one. Should be the first one I spoke about when it comes to positives. And I do like that it's not only three people you have in the battle, three party members. You now have four. I believe it's four max now and everything like that. Is it four max? Yeah, it's four max. So which is great. An extra one I'll take any day. I don't know why a lot of these JRPGs are like this. There's so many of them are like this, but they always like to have just like a three-party battle system. I don't like that, because it's really hard, especially when it comes to a game where you have like so many different party members that that joins your group or whatever like that later on in the game. It's kind of hard to really choose who you want to use. When you only get three, you only have three in the battle, so I don't like that. I feel like to me, I feel like the minimum should at least be five. Should be the minimum should be five and the most should be six. That's how I see it. So yeah, like how Suikoden does it, like that. I think Suikoden was it? It was six, I believe, right? I think it was six. So yeah, that would have been great. But yeah, so I don't like that. It's only three. Most games only three, and this one it is great. With that positive right there for like having one extra. But I feel like it should have at least been five and everything like that. But I mean, I don't know how many people you get in your team in this game. Um, from what it looks like and everything like that, it looks like you do get a lot more, way more than the first one. I know that much. But yeah, I mean, in the first one, I guess yeah, three would have been fine because not like you get much people in your team anyways. But I feel like four would have been best for the first one, and maybe for this one be five because I feel like you do get more people, a little bit more people in your party than the first one. I'm not 100% sure because, like I said, I'm still early in the game and everything like that, so I don't know. But yeah, but I feel like the minimum in the JRPG should be five, and then the max should be like I'd say yeah, like eight. I'll say eight the max or whatever like that. But yeah, and actually, maybe not because maybe that might be too easy, right? Because maybe let's just say six. Let's say like six. Six should be good. Six is good. But yeah, and so I do like that change. That is an extra person you can get on your team. I mean, an extra person you can use in the battles and everything like that. So it makes choosing who you want in your party a little bit better when you're not only limited to just three. So I do like that. What else when it comes to positives? Another positive because I don't think that wasn't the first one is it's like a minor positive, but this is something I always don't like that JRPGs never include, and that is when you're in a store and you're buying things in bulk. I don't like that you have to buy one thing of each separately, then you can buy the next one after that. I like to just be able to like, okay, I want like 50 potions, 20 potions, whatever like that, put like like scroll the thing whatever like that, the arrow to 100 whatever like that. But while it's like that, I can go and select something else, and okay, I want one of these, I want one weapon, I want one piece of armor or something like that, and then you do like a whole buyout of everything all at once. I don't like when games is like one by one which is that really pisses me off and everything like that. And it's crazy because I'm like so stupid, like I didn't even realize this, but in Pokemon Violet it was the same thing. I thought that you can't buy in bulk, but then I found out like all I do is look at the bottom and while I'm in the store and it shows me like it's gotta press start or whatever like that. Then I can buy in bulk. But still, it shouldn't have to be that way. It should just automatically you can buy in bulk like other games I've known and everything like. So I can't believe I just have found that out like a few days ago when I was playing Pokemon Violet. I was like, really? All this time I could have been buying this shit in bulk. But yeah, but I do like games that have that, and I don't know why a lot of these games don't, and stuff like that. Like really, like come on, why I can't buy them both? I know a lot of newer games, of course, you can, but I know a lot of these older games, I don't know for some reason they don't have it and everything like that. Which makes no sense because from what I remember, I mean, with the Final Fantasy 7 and the PS1, I think you can buy them both in that game. So I don't understand why certain PS2 games you can't. That should be an option for all, So like that's just crazy. That should be all JRPGs just on the PS2 should have that option. But yeah, so I don't understand that shit. This is a minor thing for me. I don't know if you guys really care about that, but it does make it like, speed up the process more. Like when you're buying shit in a store, you just want to just quickly buy what you want to get and just leave. You want to do one by one by one by one because this takes up too much time in the store and everything like that. And what else when it comes to positives so far since I've been playing? And voiceover. Yeah, there's voiceover like with the cutscenes and everything, like with the main like let's say like the FMVs or whatever you want to call it, those type of cutscenes and stuff. They do talk, so I do like that and everything. Because the first one they didn't. So that's a welcome change and everything like that. So yeah, and I mean the first one they did, but it was like in the main scenes they did. So I guess you could say in this one they talked more. When it comes to like the regular cutscenes and not just only like the FMV scenes and all that shit. So I do like that welcome change as well. And what else? What else they added? What else positive I like? I like the crest stuff. That's another thing I want to talk about. Like you can get these different crests that you can equip to only everyone except for your main character you can equip to, because since he has his fusions already, so it makes sense why he can't do it. But yeah, so everybody else in this party can equip these crests where they can learn new moves, like new magic abilities and stuff like that. So I do like that as well. That's a good thing that they added into the game and stuff like that. And I think the same thing you can level that up, but I don't know how that one works. I think that one just levels up as long as you have it equipped, I think, or the more you use the moves from it, the magic moves or whatever, the skills. I don't know, but it's cool that they have that. So yeah, and there's a lot of them you can find all over the place, and from what's it, boss battles and regular battles and shit like that. You can find the crests and you can equip them to your party and stuff like that to learn new moves and stuff like new magic abilities and stuff. So they have that, but then on top of that, they have the special skills as well, which is cool. So I do like that and everything like that. Like we had the puppeteer and everything. What's his name? Geppetto, whatever his name is, Geppetto, whatever his name is, how you pronounce it. And he has his special abilities with the doll that he has and everything like that. So which is cool and everything. So I do like that. Um, then the girl, what's her name? The one on the main cover with the big boobs. Like if you're exaggerating with these old kings back then with their boobs and shit.
Whoa.
You guys?
Ah! Oh!
But she can learn moves where like type of like sword skills pretty much and everything like that she can learn. So everyone has their own exclusive like like skills, and on top of that you can equip these crests which give them magic abilities as well, which is really cool. And also there's a dog that learns moves as well, so that's cool. So yeah, I like that. It's a really good game and everything. And oh, one thing I want to mention here just popped in my head. I don't know what to say. I just have to laugh just thinking about this shit. Like, why would they put this in a game? I don't know. Like, it was just so weird, and I was just like laughing the whole time. It was like with these two femme guys, like two feminine dudes. I think they're like brothers, like twins or whatever. And oh my god, like I couldn't believe that part. I was like, wow. One scene where they like had the camera on his ass like that. I was like, why would they do that? I was just laughing. I was like disgusted but laughing at the same time. Like, really? Like, why? Why would you do this? But a lot of these games back then always had something weird like that. A lot of PS2 games back then. It's kind of the shit you would see now, honestly. But well, I just had to laugh, and I was like, really? Like, wow. I was like, I'm done when I saw that. And then the way how they just like move and like their type of like their stance, or whatever like that. It's like they're like shaking their hips or whatever like that. It's like they move like this. That's how they move. I'm like, like, well, why? Why would they put that in the game? But it is what it is. But yeah, but you can talk to them, and they're the ones who you can use I mean, what's it? You can like make different dolls for the puppeteer dude, or whatever, however you pronounce his name. Like different like elements and everything. I chose a dark and everything, so he has a dark elemental doll or whatever like that for dark special skills that she gets and stuff like that, which is cool. I do like that. I was debating between that one and the water one, but yeah. So each doll they all look different, everything like that, and like they dress differently, so which that's cool. So I believe yeah you can only do it from them, from the Fem brothers I'm gonna call them. But yeah, but I was like really, but yeah I couldn't believe that. And also you can buy items from them too, so they're pretty much a store as well, so you can buy stuff from and stuff. I was like really, I was I was like wow. But yeah, but anyways, so I think that's about it from what I've been playing so far. That's all I can really talk about for now. Um, yeah, I don't think there's anything else I've missed I want to mention with the game. Mm, yeah, but if I anything else I'll just do what I've been doing lately now. I'll just put it in the comments down below and pin it and all that shit. So yeah, and that's about it though. But I am having fun with the game though. I'm enjoying it, and it's definitely to me a lot better than the first one in my opinion. So I don't know what you guys think, but in my opinion, it's a lot better than the first one and everything like that. What's it? Oh, one more positive actually. Like I forgot to mention. What's it? The Judgment Ring. They actually made it a lot more easier in this game as opposed to the first one, which I'm all for. I really like this change and everything like that. So using the Judgment Ring is a lot easier, and on top of that, now you can actually customize the ring. It's called like ring custom or whatever like that on the main menu screen, the inventory screen, whatever your status screen, I should say, everything like that. So you can find them like lying around on like in certain parts on the map or like towns or for battles and treasure chests and shit like that. And you can get more of these like you can say like these like custom like pieces or upgrades. Let's just call it upgrades for the ring and everything like that. So some of them you can like increase the amount of times you can attack. So yeah, so it adds another thing like bar or whatever on the judgment ring and everything like that. So I think I had found another one and I gave it to my main character and everything. So now he can attack 4 times I think, or 5. But yeah, so I do like that. And also some other upgrades you can do. It can increase the bar or whatever like that. So as the bar is much wider, you can use one to increase the critical bar, which is the red bar, which is always usually really thin. So you can increase that, make it a little bit wider too, so it's easier for you to get critical hits and stuff like that. And I do like that. That was a huge plus for me because I hate the Judgment Ring. I don't like it and everything like that. I mean, yeah, I understand it makes the game much more different, unique, challenging, but I never liked it like that. I just like to just select a move, attack, and watch it play out, you know. But I understand they want to do something different, you know. But I wasn't a big fan of it. But now I don't mind it. Now I like it because of all these welcome changes and everything like that when it comes to the ring. So they definitely worked on the Judgment Ring in this game, and I really like it. I'm all for it. Way better than the first one. Way better. So I do like that welcome change. And I wonder how the third one is now that I think about it. Did they make it even easier with the Judgment Ring, or what? Or is it like the same shit as this one? I don't know. But yeah, and yeah. So I think that's about it. Yeah. So like I said, anything else I wanted to talk about, I'll just like I said, pin it in the comment section below and everything like that. But yeah, but yeah, like I said, this is a really good one. Really like it, enjoying it, and everything like that. I do have to remember the characters' names honestly, because I don't remember all the names, whatever like that. Like I said, I'm still early in the game, so yeah, it's a lot to do. But I do like this. Oh, one last thing I forgot to mention because I'm reading right here, and I do like that they also added combos as well. So yeah, so now you can do combos with your party and everything like that, which I really don't use much. Cause I feel like it's just pointless to me, honestly. So I don't really use it as much, but it's there. You know, for you guys that want to use it, it's there. Well, for you guys that's looking to play this game or maybe played it already, but yeah. Um, and yeah, I think that's about it. But yeah, so yeah, it's a really good game. Really enjoying it. The sequel to me is better than the first one. I love all the changes. All the changes are definitely a welcome to me, and definitely a plus for me and everything like that. And yeah, a few negatives that they left, just like in the first one. You know, when it comes to the no actual map to explore and shit like that. And also the towns are just really like just boring, small, boring, and dull, in my opinion. So yes, I'm hoping that this third one they really worked on that. Because from what I remember with the third one, I remember I played a demo years ago, you know, back during the PS2 era when I was a teenager and everything. I do remember what's it? I do remember like it was a town I was in. It was like a big town, a big city, and everything like that. But I don't really remember much. I remember it was a big city I was exploring, and I think I went to some sewers or something like that. That's all I can remember. So I believe in the third one is where they finally, you know, made some changes, and you know, when it comes to like the towns, there's pretty much like a whole revamp on that shit. You know, and then they actually focus a little bit more on the towns and make it look more interested and make them bigger and stuff like that. If I'm not mistaken, I think so in the third one. So I am definitely looking forward to that one. That one though, I will be getting the real version though. If I would not be getting a reproductive version of it and everything like that, since it's a lot cheaper than this one and the first one and everything like that. But yeah, but I'm having fun, having a blast with it. Really good. I'm actually about to play some of it soon and everything like that. But yeah, did I show you guys the inside? I don't know if I did. But yeah, actually I did. I think. Yeah, but show you guys again. But yeah, talk about everything else. Sometimes I be forgetting shit. But yeah, but yeah, it's a good game and everything. Highly recommend it. If you guys like the first one, then and you guys have never played the second one, definitely give this one a check. You know, a chance and everything like that. Check it out. Let's just say, check it out. It's one of a kind. We don't get games like this anymore. You know, and well, we never really had games like this. Like where is a like a type of horror type of game mixed with a JRPG. You know, that's something different and everything like that, which is really cool. So I do like that and everything. And then from Midway, you know, that's no longer here. So you know, so you got them. But yeah, real quick, actually, with the first one, I wanted to mention when you get later on towards the ending, one of the girls you've saved is the same girl from the first one, the very first one, Kodelka, and everything like that on the PS1, which is cool because that first one was called Kodelka and everything. So like, oh, that's who I remember that girl because I had played a little bit on the PlayStation Classic and everything like that. Like a couple of like, I would say a month. Actually, no, I'll say like probably last year maybe or the year before I played a little bit of it. So yeah, so that's cool that it was in the first one. I mean, she was in Shadow Hearts 1 now and everything like that. That was cool to see her. I think the same person. It has to be the same person. Why would they have the same name? You know, so yeah. But that was cool. That was really cool. So they kind of pretty much like tied in the first one with Shadow Hearts and everything like that and everything. And also the same thing with this one. I forgot to mention real quick. It just came to my head. Like they do talk about Roger Bacon in this one and everything like that. So it does continue as well from that game to this one, like some of the story. So I do like that they follow each other. You know, it's not like his own separate game and everything, like, which is cool. I do like that. One thing would have been nice if you can carry your save file or whatever like that. You probably, you know, and probably get something special for that, like how the Suikoden series used to do in other games. I always like that feature, and they don't do that shit anymore. But, but yeah, that was always cool to have. I mean, it was always cool that they you know they added and all that stuff. But yeah, so that's about it, guys. So yeah, so let me know in the comment section below and everything what you guys think of Shadow Hearts 2. Shadow Hearts Covenant, that's what we call it too, and everything like that. If you guys ever played it, what you guys think of it? Do you guys agree that it's better than the first one? Do you guys like all the welcome changes in this one, like I mentioned? You know, let me know in the comment section down below. All that good stuff. And I'll see you guys next time for another episode. Take care.
When the forces of darkness descend, in the name of justice, this fist! In the name of truth, these muscles! In the name of honor, this blood! Ha ha! Champion of truth and justice, Grand Papillon, ready to fight all evildoers! If you can face the unfettered fury of my rippling muscles, then come on!
What? Huh? show them! Huh?
You pack a pretty good punch. Time for me to go now, kids. We'll meet again.
He turned into a bat.
Well, he's certainly good at running away.
I'm sure I've met him before.
This is Cardinal Nicholas Conrad. He's come all the way from the Vatican. (1915). Early spring. The world is in the middle of a huge upheaval. It started with a single shot, and the fire of war spread within a single instant. All of Europe was engulfed, and the struggle soon grew into the first worldwide war the human race had ever known. From a corner of this battlefield, our story begins once again.
Those were easier than most.
I hope you don't mind.
That's from my university days.
I found it over there. Is it all right if I borrow it?
You're welcome to it, my dear. They chased us all the way here? They sure are stubborn.